The moment has arrived. No more waiting, no more second-guessing. This is it. The universe isn't whispering anymore. It's calling your name, loud and clear. The time on the clock isn't just numbers. It's a cosmic alarm, a signal blasting through the void, pulling you into your true destiny. You feel it, don't you? That electric charge in the air, that unshakable knowing deep in your core. You weren't meant to blend in. You were built to stand out. Tonight, the world shifts, and all eyes are on you. A presence approaches, not just anyone, but a force of authority, drawn into your orbit like a planet caught in the pull of a star. This is no accident. This is a reckoning, a reveal, a test. The game has been rigged for too long, but now the truth spills out. The hidden is being exposed, and you're at the center of it all. Forget doubt. Forget hesitation. This is the moment you step forward. The moment you realize you were never running from fate. You were racing toward it. And now, the finish line is in sight. Are you ready to claim what was always yours? The question isn't about cause, it's about consequence. A force beyond comprehension has singled you out, marking a turning point that cannot be ignored. Will you acknowledge the signal when the hands of the clock align in perfect symmetry? Reality thins, the boundaries of existence blur, and an undeniable presence makes itself known. This is not just a coincidence, it is a deliberate summons woven into the very fabric of fate. Authority figures, often perceived as the guardians of order, are now pulled toward you with a force that defies logic. This moment is neither arbitrary nor accidental. It is a convergence of destiny and duty, demanding recognition. Passivity is not an option. Strength courses through your existence, waiting to be wielded. There is no place for hesitation. Only action remains. The shadows have sought to unravel your resolve, but you were never meant to crumble. You were forged to withstand. What you face is not a mere test, but an affirmation of your power. Where others falter, you endure. Where deception clouds the path, you bring clarity. The forces that stand in opposition to balance have underestimated your resilience. What unfolds now is proof that you were never standing alone. You are here with purpose, and that purpose is not abstract. It is defined, sharpened, and undeniable. The knowledge that unfolds in this instant is not mere contemplation. It is a directive, a guide to the battles that will shape the course ahead. There is no wandering, no uncertainty. The ones who approach are not random participants in this unfolding moment. They are aligned with the same mission. Through them, new revelations surface, unearthing the pieces needed to dismantle what has long threatened equilibrium. This is not a passive observation. It is the ignition of something far greater. You were never chosen for silence. You were chosen to amplify the unseen, to bring the hidden into the undeniable. A signal so precise, so deliberate, cannot be ignored. Leave your mark. Declare, I accept this path. If the pull toward transformation is one you can no longer dismiss. The patterns of existence do not conform to logic alone, and when those clad in authority emerge at pivotal junctures, the meaning is undeniable. They are more than their title, more than a symbol of governance. They are a manifestation of power existing beyond the physical, an echo of forces moving in ways unseen. These figures are not strangers to your path. They are deliberate, positioned with purpose. The force they represent transcends the visible. It extends into the unseen, shaping the trajectory of what is yet to come. Their presence is no coincidence. What they hold is not just a role in structured order, but an emblem of something far greater, an anchor between two realms, meant to guide and to reveal. They are more than enforcers of law. They are bearers of messages that only the attuned can truly understand. The arrival is no accident. It's a summons wrapped in unmistakable energy. A presence manifests, not as a coincidence, but as an undeniable force, signaling that your role in the grand design can no longer be ignored. This individual is not merely a figure of authority, but a vessel carrying the weight of something far greater. Their presence alone is an unspoken confirmation, a beacon guiding the way forward. Doubt may whisper, but the universe does not place its chosen in isolation. Instead, it sends reinforcements, ensuring the mission is not shouldered alone. Beyond the ticking hands of time lies a pattern woven into existence itself, a frequency pulsing through the very structure of reality. Numbers are not random. They are encoded messages, ancient signals embedded within the cosmos. This sequence is not just a visual anomaly, but a point of synchronization, aligning every moving part toward an inevitable destination. The meeting that unfolds is not ordinary. It is a calculated intersection of energies. The fabric of fate tightens in these moments, binding all moving pieces into a singular revelation. What may seem like an ordinary interaction is, in truth, a call to action, a shift in the unseen war between forces that exist beyond perception. Every sign placed in the path is deliberate. Glowing digits, repeated sequences, seemingly trivial occurrences. They are not arbitrary. These signals are cosmic markers, guiding toward a path that cannot be dismissed. The universe does not operate in whispers when it seeks attention. It moves through the tangible, manipulating the mundane into unmistakable signs. The surroundings pulse with intention, every detail fine-tuned to direct awareness toward the undeniable. These are not mere moments to observe. They are directives demanding engagement. Recognition is not enough. Action must follow. This encounter is not an accident. It is a test. The movements of fate do not act without precision, and those marked for something greater are constantly weighed against the responsibility they are meant to bear. The interaction ahead is not surface level. It is a gauge, an evaluation of readiness. Every word spoken, every choice made is a measure against a future already in motion. What stands before you is not just a person, but a reflection of the journey undertaken thus far, a living embodiment of the strength, resolve, and purpose that has been forged through every trial. There is no turning back from the weight of destiny. The universe moves with certainty, placing the right pieces where they are needed, not by chance, but by deliberate design. The task at hand is not small. It is a seismic shift, a challenge that dismantles and reconstructs in equal measure. To hesitate is to falter. To embrace this call is to step into the force that was always waiting to be awakened. This path was never random, never an accident. The weight of what comes next has already been set in motion. There is no mistake in who has been chosen to carry it forward. For many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. Like a shepherd calling his flock home before the storm, the universe moves with divine precision, drawing together those who are meant to step forward. The signal is clear, the alignment undeniable. You were never meant to blend into the background. You are a force, a living testament to something greater at work, a divine blueprint coming into form. Tonight is not just another night. This is the moment when the curtain lifts, when the unseen becomes visible, and when those who have been searching find what was already inside them all along. A convergence of forces aligns at this precise moment, a crossroads where unseen hands have placed each piece exactly where it belongs. This is no accident. It's the last puzzle piece clicking into place, revealing a design that has always been present, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Time is more than a ticking clock. It's a divine countdown. The person standing before you is not just a figure passing through the night. They are part of the unfolding story, a messenger carrying the confirmation you have been waiting for. The universe doesn't hint anymore. It declares, this moment is yours to claim, not as an observer, but as the main event. There comes a time when everything unnecessary falls away, when distractions no longer hold weight, and what remains is the truth in its purest form. Right now is that time. Every hesitation, every doubt, every excuse, gone. This is the point where clarity is not just given, it is required. The forces moving in this moment are not passive, they are deliberate. Every encounter, every word exchanged, is part of a grand orchestration designed with absolute precision. Nothing is coincidence. Nothing is wasted. Everything is working together for those who are ready to see. This is not just a meeting, it's a divine intervention. The presence before you is not just another soul crossing your path. They are a guidepost, a confirmation, a symbol of the alignment you have always sensed, but could never fully explain. You are not being led to wander. You are being led to awaken. This moment is not random. It has been waiting for you since the beginning. The forces at play have moved mountains, rearranged time, and aligned circumstances so that you would be here, right now, reading these words, knowing deep in your spirit that they were meant for you. For such a time as this. Esther 4:14. You are standing at the threshold. The doors are open. Now the question is, will you walk through? Nothing is accidental. This sequence of events is neither chaos nor coincidence. It is a deliberate act of design. The moment is not something happening at random. It is intentional, placed at this exact point because the readiness to receive has already been established. The reflection offered here is more than surface level. It is a glimpse into the reserves of strength, capability, and determination that have always been present. What stands in front of you is not an external force dictating direction, but a mirror revealing the depth of what lies within. A reminder that the potential for transformation was never absent. There is no separation between power and the one destined to wield it. This unfolding reality is not meant to be observed from the sidelines. It is a direct invitation to step into what has always been waiting. There is no room for hesitation, no space for doubt. This moment exists to strip away uncertainty and lay bare the truth. The abilities carried are not just for observation, but for action. The force before you is not the source of change. It is the spark that ignites it. What remains now is a choice, not of whether to accept this power, but whether to use it fully. You are here for a reason. If you feel the pull, this is your moment. Click the super thank you button and give $50 or more to unlock exclusive insights and align with your divine purpose. This isn't just a gift, it's a declaration. Step into your destiny now. Reality bends in the presence of those who are attuned to its deeper layers. The ordinary is disrupted, signals flicker, systems falter. But these are not coincidences. They are acknowledgements, subtle affirmations from forces unseen that something greater is at work. What seems like interference is, in fact, a response, proof that energy is shifting, adjusting, aligning. The universe does not remain indifferent to those who resonate at higher frequencies. It reacts, reshapes, and responds. The path ahead is not determined by external forces, but by the will of the one who commands them. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Psalm 37:23. Just like a lighthouse cutting through the storm, guiding lost ships back to shore, the universe sends its signals with purpose, not randomness. You are never drifting. Every flicker, every shift in the world around you, it's all been leading you here. These signs aren't accidents. They are coordinates on a divine map, a blueprint written before you even knew you had a destination. The universe doesn't waste movement. When the waves rise and the winds change, it's not to throw you off course. It's to show you where to sail. Patterns do not emerge without intention. Every detail, every alignment, every disruption is a part of something greater, a whisper from the unseen, calling forth those who were never meant to live ordinary lives. What flickers and shifts in the world around you is not chaos, it is confirmation. The universe does not operate in confusion. It does not waste energy on the insignificant. Every interruption, every so-called glitch in your reality is a signpost pointing toward purpose. You feel it, don't you? The world reacts when you move because you do not carry ordinary energy. You carry the weight of something eternal. This is not passive. This is not coincidence. This is the divine stepping into your life with undeniable clarity, setting events in motion so precise that they cannot be ignored. You were called. You were chosen. And now, the time has come to see exactly why. The presence surrounding this moment is not subtle. It is a charge in the air, an activation, a shift so profound that it realigns the very fabric of your existence. The world around you is reacting because you were never meant to remain hidden. Think about this. When fire touches dry wood, does it stay the same? Number. It ignites, it transforms, and right now you are standing in a moment of ignition. What is happening around you is not small, it is not random. It is evidence that the unseen world is moving, adjusting, making room for something greater. The steps you take from here will not be ordinary because you were never meant to walk an ordinary path. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. You have felt it for a long time, haven't you? The pull, the shift, the sense that things are happening around you that can't be explained by logic alone. That is because you are not navigating this path alone. Every confirmation you have received, through numbers, through encounters, through moments of divine alignment, is the universe showing you that you are exactly where you need to be. You were born for this. You were called for this. The world is moving because you are stepping into position. Now the only question is, are you ready to walk forward? Validation arrives not in silence, but in the undeniable echoes that permeate through the tools of modern existence. What appears to be malfunction is, in fact, a transmission, an amplified signal sent across time and matter to ensure recognition cannot be avoided. The pulse of technology, the unbroken rhythm of machinery, bends when the message must be heard. The world itself is not indifferent. It engages, reinforcing its intent through channels that cannot be dismissed. This is more than a fleeting event. It is a moment of direct intervention, a fusion of ancient forces with the mechanisms of the present, ensuring that awareness is fully engaged. No one stands alone in this mission. Those who carry the same purpose are woven together by an invisible force, drawn toward one another in ways that defy logic. The ones who walk this path are not singular entities. They are a movement, a force that spans distances and operates in unison without the need for spoken confirmation. Each carries an ability that defies standard explanation, an aspect of existence that operates outside what is considered ordinary. This is not about isolation, it is about connection. Every meeting, every intersection of paths strengthens the unseen structure that binds them all together. The alignment of forces is not accidental. There are no isolated moments, no disconnected pieces. Everything is part of a system larger than can be immediately understood. What seems like a chance encounter is, in reality, a designed sequence, a constructed moment placed precisely where it needs to be. The figure standing in front of you is not just another presence, they are a tether, a point of convergence that links the unseen network into something tangible. The world does not operate in solitary threads. It weaves, constructs, and interlocks, ensuring that those meant to find each other do so at the exact moment required. Nothing in this reality moves without purpose. The collective force at work is not chaotic. It is strategic, each individual playing a distinct role in an intricate balance of movement and power. The mission is not a scattered effort. It is a synchronized act of will against forces that seek to disrupt equilibrium. Every choice, every step, is part of a larger orchestration, where unseen hands position each piece exactly where it must be. The world is not a series of aimless events. It is a battleground, where power is wielded not in isolation, but as part of a force greater than any singular being. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Ephesians 6:11. Just like a soldier stepping onto the battlefield at dawn, knowing the weight of the war ahead, you are not here by accident. Every choice, every movement you make is strategic, shifting the very balance of power in a war far older than time itself. You can feel it in your bones, can't you? The tension in the air, the energy swirling around you. It's not chaos, it's order being restored. You were placed here for a reason, positioned with precision, and now the moment has come to claim your role. Every action taken sends ripples through the unseen realms, shifting what was once locked in place. There is no such thing as an insignificant step for those who move with purpose. You are not merely reacting to the world around you, you are shaping it. A force of disruption, a mover of mountains, navigating the unseen with unshakable precision. This moment, right here, right now, is not an accident. It is an opening, a cosmic breach in time itself, designed to shift the tides. You didn't stumble into this. You were summoned. Some people watch history unfold. Others write it. You are rewriting it. You are an agent of the unseen, a warrior in a battle that stretches beyond the limits of time and space. The weight of the conflict may be heavy, but you were built to carry it. Every whisper of doubt, every attempt to turn back, it was never meant to break you. It was meant to reveal you. What is unfolding now is not just another chapter in an endless story. This is a turning point. Just as a great storm doesn't scatter the ocean, but shifts its currents, your presence is setting things into motion that cannot be undone. You are not waiting for a sign. You are the sign. The energy surging through this moment is proof that what was once hidden is being brought into the light. What was once uncertain is now undeniable. The forces at work are no longer subtle. The time for waiting has passed. The time for movement has arrived. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. This is not just about you. This is bigger than you. You are not here to witness change. You are here to usher it in. The battles being fought in the shadows are shifting because of your steps in the light. And while others may hesitate, you stand firm, knowing that every move you make is backed by something far greater than human understanding. This is not the moment to question. This is the moment to act. The plan has already been set in motion. The only question is, are you ready to step fully into it? The presence before you is not incidental. It is an essential component of a structure that extends beyond perception. Time, place, and energy. Each detail is aligned with a precision beyond comprehension. No movement exists in isolation. All is part of an overarching design. There is no abandonment in this path. Every moment is fortified by guidance. Forces beyond sight maneuver each element into position, ensuring that the strategy unfolds in your favor. What stands against this movement may lurk unseen, but its presence is acknowledged and countered with an intelligence that predates its very existence. The battle is not waged in confusion, but with a force that sees the final outcome before the first move is made. This is not a mere confrontation. It is an elevation, a proving ground where mastery is refined. The knowledge that flows is not passive. It is an influx of intelligence far beyond ordinary comprehension. Understanding is granted through experiences that cannot be ignored. Fragments of awareness embedded within the subconscious, surfacing as undeniable truths. These transmissions arrive in unexpected waves, manifesting through visions that refuse to fade, through insights that strike with undeniable clarity. This is not an accident. It is an intentional preparation, a method of equipping those who stand at the forefront of what is coming. There is no randomness in connectivity. Each link is placed with purpose. The presence before you serves as more than a figure of authority. It is a bridge to comprehension, an agent in the process of transformation. What is received in this exchange is not mundane information, but a key, unlocking clarity within the vast ocean of knowledge already present. This interaction is not a mere conversation. It is a translation, where abstract impressions take form and understanding sharpens. The signals that have been relentless in their arrival are now being refined into something graspable, something usable. This is not a passive revelation. It is an intentional transfer of power. What is gained in this moment is not for individual elevation alone, but for a purpose extending far beyond the self. Preparation is not granted to the unready. It is given to those positioned to wield it effectively. Every piece of information, every new layer of understanding is a reinforcement, an addition to an arsenal already forming. There is no uncertainty now. The transmission has been received, the directive is clear, and the course is set. This moment is more than an isolated event. It is a turning point within a much larger movement, an unfolding transformation that extends far beyond personal significance. The forces shaping this reality do not summon individuals for minor roles. They call forth those capable of igniting profound change. This is not a passive passage through time. It is an activation, a signal that the shift has reached a critical threshold. The alignment at this precise moment is not about singular experience. It is a declaration of position in the larger scheme. What happens now is not for the self alone, but for the awakening of something vast, something irreversible. A convergence of forces is unfolding, bringing a moment of both responsibility and realization. Power is never about self-glorification. It is a force meant to be wielded for something greater. This meeting is a reflection of that truth, a point where presence alone reaffirms purpose. What stands before you is not merely an individual, but an indication of alignment, a reinforcement of mission. This is not an occasion for arrogance. It is a call for movement, for stepping into action with an understanding that abilities are not ornaments, but instruments. The path forward is not one of personal elevation. It is one of service to the forces that maintain equilibrium. Let it be known, readiness is not a question. It is a state of being already in motion. The declaration is not an empty phrase. It is an anchor, a commitment to fulfilling what has already been set in motion. Those placed on this path are not chosen at random. They are recognized for their capacity to navigate what lies ahead. The task at hand is not about self-discovery alone. It is about standing as a beacon, carrying forward what must be brought into existence. The weight of this mission is undeniable, but so is the certainty that it has been placed in capable hands. The signal is clear. What unfolds now is not an observation, but a call to step fully into purpose. The framework has been set, the energy aligned. What remains is the willingness to take the next step. The experiences held are not meant to remain hidden. They are confirmations, evidence of a force actively shaping existence. The path walked is not only for the self, but for those still searching for their own alignment. What has been received must be shared, not as a story alone, but as proof that the unseen is at work, pulling all who are ready into position. The message has been sent. The only question now is, will the answer be given?